Hi there, it's Derek Fredrickson from clientattraction.com and the Client Attraction Business School, where our students learn exactly how to get more clients, make more money, and multiply their business. And no matter what industry or market you're in, it's an important part of running your business to stay on the pulse of what's happening in your niche and in your industry, with your company, or with your product, or with your brand, right? I think you'd agree. And these days, news and information comes to us in so many ways, right? It's almost kind of like drinking from a fire hydrant. And sometimes for me personally, I find that a little overwhelming, and I like to just kind of cut to the chase. So if I want to find out about something out fast, where do I go? Not the news outlets, not TV. I go to social media. And specifically, more often than other networks that are out there, the place that I go to is Twitter. That's right. Like I shared in a previous video, so many of us are on Twitter talking to friends and colleagues and clients and following companies and brands and receiving, these instantaneous news updates and status updates and content updates and so much more. But are you effectively using Twitter for your business, right? Listen, Twitter, like I shared before, is all about conversation. All social media really thrives on a two-way communication. And Twitter is one of the best formats for facilitating that one-on-one, two-way conversation. It's not necessarily just a platform to broadcast, right? Like standing on your soapbox and pushing your message out there, but rather to engage and find out what's going on in your space, in your industry right now. And I mean like right now. So before social media, networking was a whole different ballgame. If you were looking to connect with like-minded people to spread your brand or spread your message, you had to literally get out there. And I mean, physically step out there into the world and engage in face-to-face interactions with real-life people. And while these types of interactions are priceless, as busy entrepreneurs like you and like me, we don't always have the time for that. And nowadays, we want to be able to be, not limited by time or geography. We want to get out there in a really big way and reach the people that matter to us, no matter where they are. All right. So Twitter allows you to do that and effectively share your message and connect efficiently with more and more of those like-minded and the right people that are meant to connect with you. Now, as physically different as these two types of networking are, they really come down to the same thing: making and maintaining a connection with people in your space. So I've said this many times before, networking on Twitter is really no different than networking in real life. All right, I really want you to get that point. But Twitter has so many advantages. It allows you to create, and join in on these conversations all around the world, and you can, narrow down the topics and the locations of those conversations using the Twitter search feature and Twitter hashtags. So let's say, for instance, as an example, you work in athletics or athletic products or something along the athletic field. The Super Bowl, for example, would be a great time to get online and interact with people who share an interest in your message or your business, right? There'll be already people out there trending with a trending topic available for you to tweet. So how easy is that? You could just engage in that conversation that's already taken place. So whether potential clients or possible strategic alliances, you can engage on this topic of your shared interest with like-minded people. Right? You don't have to physically go out there and meet them. They're already there having that conversation. So even if your topic or market isn't trending, you can still join the conversation and even, make it your own. Create the conversation. For example, I don't know if you were around last year during the Super Bowl when the power went out in New Orleans, when the game went black because the power went out. And while millions of people began tweeting and creating a trending conversation around the power outage, Oreo, the cookie brand, the company that sells Oreo cookies, they took advantage of this. They tweeted the words, and I love this: "Power out, no problem," along with a picture of an Oreo cookie with the caption, "You can still dunk in the dark," dunking the cookie into the milk. And I thought that was brilliant. Most Super Bowl commercials cost companies around $4 million just for the ad space for 30 seconds. And this free tweet really gave them a run for their money. So the moral of the story is, you may need to get a little creative in order to join the conversation and make your topic stand out on Twitter. But it is possible, no matter what market, niche or industry. So once you're in the conversation, you build those connections the same way you would if you were networking in real life, right? About adding value and maintaining those relationships. And before you know it, your network will expand. You'll have more joint venture partnerships, and you'll be attracting, more clients into your business. So here's your assignment for the week as it relates to networking and making connections on Twitter. Get out there and start interacting with others on the social network Twitter, right? So go to twitter.com, go to the search feature, and start seeing what's out there. And maybe tweeting in the areas related to your company, your brand, your message, or your industry, and start making some of those important connections. Your people are out there. If you just take 5 minutes to do this every day, I tell you, your email subscriber list will grow, allowing you to attract more partners and more clients, right? So it's time to get out there and start making those connections on Twitter. I'll see you there. And until next time, happy client attraction. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.